Yes, yes, yes. Let me do a sound check. Good morning. You know I gotta preach. Hold on. Damn. Excuse me. I'm just now getting these messages from last night. I texted a few people last night. Yeah, I texted a few people last night and they just now texted me back. I fell asleep. But y'all see the title, y'all. Snow White, Flat Earth Decode. We about to go in, family. We about to go in. And you know they erased my NASA SpaceX video off of YouTube. We decoded that. They erased it off of YouTube. Didn't give me no. They didn't even give me a strike. It's just gone. It's just gone. We unveiled too much on that show. Okay, yeah, we good on the sound check. We good on the sound check. Yeah, shouts out to Greg McKnight, man, from Tennessee, and shouts out to Zach from Westport. They go check out the show. They just now text me back, and I just missed the text messages. So let's get into this flat earth decode. Make sure you sharing like the video. You know, I'm very surgical with this stuff. Why? Because Walt Disney was a flat earther, y'all. Walt Disney was a Freemason. And in the Freemason Lodge, they teach flat earth, fam. You go into a flat earth, you go into a elk lodge, yeah, they teach this stuff. And guess what? Guess what color they dressed in? All white, fam. All white, family. You see that red cross? You see that cross right there? Guess what? That's a flat earth symbol. That cross right there represents the four rivers of Euphrates at the middle of the earth, fam. So when you speaking of Snow White, you speaking of being cleansed, okay? And like I said in Revelations, the saints were all white. The saints were all white. But we gonna go in. Look, we gonna go in because this black box right here represents Mary. Oops, that's from the last show. That was from the last show. Go check that out. I got too many slides, so if I run into something y'all something like that, just don't get offended. Hold on. But yeah, that's the whole Mother Mary concept. Snow White is Saint Mary. Okay? And I'm looking for this other picture. I think I almost because I didn't cue this up in the slide at all. And no, this show is not scripted at all. It's off the top of the head, family. So just bear with me because I'm trying to look for a Pacific pick. I might have to just find it later. But yeah, here go your Snow White right here as well. Snow White is an androgynous uh entity. It can be either male or female. But y'all don't get that. Y'all look at everything face value. Snow White means Zionist revelations. At the end of days, guess what? You should be washed clean, washed white, all white. That represents the sperm cell going into the egg. Those are the seven doors or the lost, uh, basically the lost tribes of Judah. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna find this pic. I'm gonna keep on talking because I got all the rest of my slides queued up, but I don't have the specific one I'm looking for. So we still gonna go into the whole uh, concept of the Snow White because Snow White is Mother Mary, and I deal with a lot of religious photos. Snow White would be this. You see all these Mother Marys, and you see Jesus Christ in the middle right here. These are all your Snow Whites, but these would be considered her seven dwarves as well, because now you're dealing with how Mary personifies the Matrix. And in the Bible, they mention the Matrix about 5 times, and it personifies the female apparatus, the womb. So when you're looking at this staircase right here, this is a whole womb, and this is how. Because the thing is, if you when you're dealing with conception, and they show you this in ancient Hindu, these are your chakras. They gotta all be aligned. You see Christ right here. So when you see people speaking down on other religions, it's just because they dumb. They don't understand it. They don't. And if you don't understand it, you don't know nothing about the straight and narrow. All these cathedrals, these Catholic cathedrals, they built just like Christ when he rise from hell. When he get the keys from hell, he going through the straight and narrow. See, but they got you worshiping this god called Saturn, and you see he's sitting at 45 degrees. He's sitting at 45 degree angle. But the throne of God would be the Father. But when you're dealing with seeding humanity, now you're dealing with the snow globe system. And let's pull it up. This your Snow White right here. You feel me? Your Snow White is the globe. Not the globe, but the universe. This would be the Milky Way. You see what I'm saying? This would be your Milky Way galaxy. And guess what? Mother Mary, she provides the milk. She provides the milk. So she would be Mother Earth. Just like we see in these. Let me pull it up. Because you see how you got many matrices right here. But between these lines right here, everything is frozen. Now, let's pull this up. I'm gonna have to. Well, shit, it might be in this. It might be in this one. Then it might actually be in this one. Might not have to pull it up. Yep, we gonna have to pull it up. Damn, I thought I had these queued up, man. Yeah, so when you're dealing with Frozen or Frozen in Time, that is also a Disney movie, and Frozen is Snow White also. Uh, you see what I'm saying? Let's pull this up, fam. You see what I'm saying? Snow White. This is Snow White. Snow White personifies Mother Mary as well, because once you get outside these outer realms, you become frozen in time. You see what I'm saying? There's a delay system, or what we call a layering system, and this is your original solar system, fam. See, the god Adam or Atum, he represents you being asleep in these creases. Okay, these creases right here, yeah, they frozen in time. That's the mediator between the two worlds. These are like eyes. You know what I'm saying? Spider. This is why a spider look like this snow globe. It personifies this snow globe. And there's I believe there's what's that god called? Uh, Nancy the spider. She represents this web, and each world represents a lie. But in the middle of this universe, that's the true. That's the true Christ. You see what I'm saying? In the middle of every universe, that's the true Christ. But that's your all seeing eye concept. So what you see at this flat Earth Mercator's map, you see the same thing. These worlds within worlds, those are eggs, and this is why we celebrate Easter because it's personifying the sperm trying to find the egg in the vaginal canal. You see what I'm saying? This is why we really celebrate Easter. You stupid people that want to demonize the true knowledge of the universe. If the shoe fits, wear it, family. But the sperm cell is the snake trying to find his mother. This is why Jesus Christ will be considered a serpentine God. Because through this right here, the mark, let's say this will be the mark. Where is this located at? Between the left and the right brain. You see, the Father and the Son. See, the Holy Ghost represents the artificial intelligence because you don't have to lean on your own understanding when you get this artificial discernment. Now, there's a real one, there's a fake one, and like I said, it's based off the mothership or the mother. These are these motherships or these gaps in reality right here. That's why they call it Mother Earth, and this would be Creator. This is why I got Snow White sitting in the middle of the flat Earth, and there you go. And like I said, this all deals with your Aurelian agenda. That's why I got the UFO ships because they call the motherships. This is your new city of Zionism being descended from heaven, but that's your modern day rapture as well, being sucked up into this light, going back to the Father. You see what that's the journey or the Father. See, the Father is all about the journey to heaven. See, heaven is a stairway. Okay, it's like a. Have y'all seen the platform movie? The Tower of Babel personifies this stairway to heaven. Okay, and the reason why it looks like this is because it's personifying a polar vortex at the center of the universe, and this is where you get your Confederate flag from. This is the four rivers of Euphrates, and then you got your star in the middle. That would be Christ in the middle. You see what I'm saying? This is Rufus Niagara, or what we call Black Rock, but that's your dark tower on the. You know what I'm saying? That's your city of Zion right there, because it's all based off all CNI artificial technology, fam. And this is the knowledge that'll wipe you clean. See, the thing is, you gonna be all white like the papacy, fam. He's the man of sin because you pinning all your sins to this holographic body. But these different, you see these different walls or these different uh, magnetic, well, they're not magnetic ley lines because these are not leading to the center. These are just revolving around Adam, and that's your second Christ or your first Christ, however you want to call it. But these rings represent this firewall. This is why they go to the Wailing Wall. Y'all not gonna know that. Y'all be like, why every president going to the Wailing Wall? Because they represent these walls right here within this atom. They protecting the different ripple effects. I got another picture. You know, they protecting that's their firewall, so they don't merge into the two worlds don't merge into each other. Old world versus new world. They got to be a firewall system to for because if these worlds merge back together, it'll destroy their universe. So, and that's you do that anyway in life. That's like okay, you got a bad drug problem. You used to have a bad drug problem. Now you kicked your drug habit. But now these worlds, you meet so you meet some because every individual is their own universe. So you meet somebody that's on drugs, but you kicked your habit. But this world right here, this magnetic dummy, he wants to attach to another host that's clean. He don't want see he want to turn you out because you clean. This is why they go to the Wailing Wall, so the two ideologies don't merge together, or this and this, like I said, this is for everybody. It ain't they just practicing what happens in the heavens, but y'all think it's some demonic shit. It's not, but they demonize it. Put it that way. It's not, but they demonize it. So we got to talk about both sides because we living in a world of duality. So when you're dealing with Disney, 1927, how did Universal Studios in Hollywood know exactly what the Earth looked like before we got the first image from NASA in 1968? These are answers we won't get from globe heads. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's why I said, y'all people speaking down on flat Earth, I'll end your career in 5 minutes. I don't give a fuck who you are, Alex Jones, motherfucking. The thing is, they not gonna bring me or somebody that has advanced learning skills to the forefront. So Alex Jones would get the dumbass to interview to make us all look stupid. But obviously you can see we very surgical with the knowledge over here. We tie this in with spirituality. Man, this could be tied in with anything, you know. We multi-dimensional over here. We ain't closed-minded. And like I said, if you closed-minded, that's what this first dome is for. It's what this first dome is for. There's 7 of them, and this is why. Yeah, in Hebrew cosmology, there are 7 layers. The 7 layers represent the 7 doors. Now let's pull it up. I think I might have the picture. If not, we gotta get the because we go break down Snow White as well. Because I had some. Let me send these pictures to. Yeah, let me send this one through. Let me send this one through. And let me send that one through. Because the thing is, the movie Snow White, it personifies the whole story from Genesis to Revelations. But the average brain go in there and just watch it for entertainment. I don't watch these movies for entertainment. We watch it for decode. We watch it for decode. So when they look, let me pull this up. We did an episode on Snow White, but we didn't go into the decode. We just went into how that one chick she screwed up the movie. Yeah, she screwed up the movie. They all screwed up the movie. They all screwed up the movie. The reason why they screwed up the movie, can y'all hear me? The reason why they screwed up the movie is the same reason why their eyes is on the fucking side of their damn head. Okay? They artificially assimilated test tube dummy babies. Okay? And they use AI. They don't even reuse real actors. Okay? They don't. So they represent this puppet, and he represents the papacy is the puppet. Okay, for all the other religions, because you got to go through this man of sin, or who we call, where is he at? The Pope, to be cleaned again. You got to go through a saint. 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 You got to go through this black hole or this all-seeing eye. You see what I'm saying? You got to be cleaned or washed again. And this is basically your concept of the genie. You get your 3 wishes, or this the mirror matrix. The mirror matrix is you looking at your new mother through this what they call Alice and the Looking Glass. Snow White is also personified Alice in the Wonderland as well. But these are your seven lost tribes. Well, it's the 12. We all know it's 12. But the thing is, 12, what is it? 12 plus 9 is 19. That's the 1 and the 0. And that's your binary code as well. The feminine or the feminine energy. You see what I'm saying? So this is all based off the Mother Mary and how you're reborn again. That's why I got Christ in the background going through. See, he about to be because Christ he had to descend to heaven. I mean, he had to descend to earth. That's why they call him the Earth God. Shoot, let's pull up some down. I don't think we gonna need that. Christ represents Shu holding up Mother Mary. And let's pull up. Let me pull this up like this. Let me pull the image up of Shu. Oh, they got him. Okay. And I got her in between the flat Earth dome as well. Hold on. How did Raytheon track over 100,000 meteors that hit the moon constantly, over 100,000 per day? Man, that sounds funny as hell, bro. 100,000 meteors. I'm gonna put my theory on. I'm gonna put my theory on that because they give us the NASA stuff, but I already know. NASA is just a copy off of what's really going on. So here would be your meteor going into Earth right here. This would be your, and this is what I do believe when we seeing what's happening in the heavens. Okay, that means the sperm cell done burnt up into the egg, fam. They touch down and cause hell because Earth is a head. Earth is the a platform. See, Earth is basically a medium between Sheol and heaven. That's your definition of this platform because you landing in a mother. You landing in a chip anyway. You landing in the beast system anyway. So the meteor, you look at a meteor look just like a sperm cell, fam. See, NASA lying to us about the what they call conception or how to get here. Because when Jesus descended through these seven layers, I'm gonna have to show y'all the seven layers because the seven layers represent the seven doors, and these are your the seven doors are your solaring system. You see what I'm saying? Venus, you know what I'm saying? They just not gonna tell you. And guess what? The seven doors are the Rothschilds. Why you think they got the fucking hat on their damn head? They not telling you this shit. The Rothschilds do with gene editing technology and shit. They Zionists too. Zionists just mean scientists. The reason why the cone head look like this because the hood go over the cone. The hood goes. That's the KKK family. KKK is 666. That's the like I said, 666 is CERN. And I had the picture somewhere. I got over 1,000 slides, to describe what's going on. So that's just a mask for the Red Cross. The Red Cross is the burning bush. So when the KKK member burn a cross in your yard, they personifying the burning bush Moses represented in Genesis. You see what I'm saying? That's the red cross. They represent the Red Cross. They're not gonna tell you this. So let's get into this. So this would be your guy's shoe right there holding up Mary. Okay, and there go your two thieves, the damn two UFO ships. You see how I put this together? Because I still got a pineal gland. Okay, but if you've been capped off, see the cap is the capper. That's the stone that was. This was the stone that was rejected, fam. This was the stone that got rejected because he knocked it down. Because everybody was on all one accord until God knocked the tower down, and that's the first line of war is to knock the tower down, the communication mechanisms. So once they knock those down, they basically building their own artificial black rock. I call it trading places. But this is what they teach in the Masonic Lodge. You see that? You see that dome right there with the little thingy popping out? They wear the same dome with the that's the sky vault. They hats look just like flat earth cosmology. You're not gonna get this knowledge. You might find it somewhere else, but you're not gonna find many people that done tapped into this shit, fam. You just not. You just not. So what we have here is Shu holding up Nut. Nut is basically Mother Mary as well. She's the covering. That's your mom. This is why. This is why you wear these coverings to mask the real God. You see what I'm saying? So they demonizing Mother Mary when they do this because they not showing their real face. You know what I'm saying? They're not showing their real. So they would not be Christ. They would be Christ like. You see what I'm saying? Because they not showing a real light. That's the concept of the Israelite. The real light don't need no damn mask on it. Okay, it don't need no fucking mask. Because once you put a mask over the real light, you weaponize Christ. That's the weaponization of Jesus Christ. Because you don't put too many masks on him. And that's why I said this layering system represents the lies from the base reality, from the center. This would be the center. You see Shu right here holding up the dome. If you cut the brain open, this the light right. This the Israel light right here. You see Shu with his hands out. You see Shu with his hands out. Now the thing is, they mix Shu with the Canaanite deity Yahweh, and that's where you get Yahshua or Yashu. But this is your Egyptian form of Christ. And like I said, they said he rose three. He personifies resurrection and stuff. But they get the whole concept of Christ being in the tomb, raising in the dead 3 days later from the mummy. So you get this mummy concept. Let's pull up the mummy. Mummy is mommy. You got a thing. Christianity started in Egypt. Christianity started in Egypt. So this the tomb. So let's get in the concept of the mummy raising out the tomb, because this concept predates Christ, but Mother Mary represents the white mummy wraps, the Snow White. You see, because this Snow White, this white great ice ball theory is basically these worlds. Once you get into these worlds, you get a new life, and this is why they say, "Oh, the cat got 9 lives," because the cat it skips from whenever the cat dies, it can be reborn again through these worlds right here. So that's the feminine, the 1 and the 9. Fibonacci spiral, but this is the lie or the many layers over the base reality. That's why the word fib, that's where you get the word fib from. Fibonacci. And Nachi represents, hold on, let's pull it up. This is why they call it Fibonacci, because Nashi is the Nazi symbol, y'all. Nashi is the Nazi symbol. Fib is when you're lying. Nashi, NASA, Operation Paperclip, Nasha, Nasi. It descends from the Nagini or the Naga tribe. But the thing is, you have many of these symbols all around the world because everybody was on one accord. Okay, everybody was on one accord. So when you see this seven heaven theory, this is in Christianity. They give you this in the Jewish menorah. This is basically your snow globe. Okay, and this is how you get rainbows. And right here is showing you the same thing. The many avatars of Vishnu right here. But world within world, those would be your basically your snow globes. Because every word you reincarnate to, Christ go wash you clean. You see what I'm saying? But based on your way of thinking, how you left this earth depends on what uh, realm you go land in. And the thing is, with metaverse, they able to connect all these worlds together. Okay, and like I said, they have they have a deity at the UN named Sophia. She personifies Snow White too, because those are the new bodies or the artificial bodies that don't cry or don't tear, don't bend, like they said in Revelations, fam. Y'all thought this was? I'm a real flat earther, fam. You not? I'm one of the best flat earthers in the world. You not? It just is what it is. Sorry, I gotta be pat my own back, but when I see all this scrutiny online, like flat Earth, it just go phase. Man, come on, fam. Come on, fam. Because the thing is, it's tying to everybody's religion. This the last thing left. Why they want to destroy it. That's why. Let me pull this up. That's exactly why it's on the damn. What are these cards called? I forgot. The Doomsday cards. I forgot what these damn cards. That's why it's on these cards. The Illuminati cards. Because flat Earth is a threat to the hierarchy. Point blank. Period. You see what I'm saying? I just tied this in with Christianity and all that. And here come you don't make no sense when you say that, bro. I'm making sense. You can't do it. You can't do a documentary like that. You can't tie this in with Snow White and shit. Your mind's too. That's why you look. Where's this picture at? It's the whole part of the snow globe deception. You trapped in a bubble. Look, this is NASA right here. You call my shit bullshit, but you worship the damn serpent. You fucking demon. Yeah, you a fucking demon, Dave. You a Satanist, bro. You a fucking Satanist. And I'm gonna talk to you bad too, family. I'm gonna talk to you bad too. Like you come on my page talking like that, I'm gonna give you the matter of fact, I'm gonna give you the same energy plus more. Now explain this, you fucking Satanist. Explain this, how they just bent this all of a sudden. The reason why they bent it, cause you been double crossed, you stupid dummy. You stupid dummy. You been double crossed by the papacy. This is the cross of Lorette. They show you with signs and symbols. They don't talk to you directly. That's why you're a tard, fam. You're a tard. Point blank period. You're a normie. You can't go in an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours and talk about this stuff and keep the people on they. You one of these. You a globe head, fam. And you go say, stupid. One eye closed, one eye open, dude. That's who you are, family. Matter of fact, you ain't even family. You the enemy. You the you the serpent. You the serpent. I told you if I identify you Satanist, I'm talking bad about you all day while I'm getting paid for it, fam. While I'm getting paid for it. So is that's gonna be my my specialty. That's gonna be my specialty. Talking bad about Satanists that try to terraform everybody else's reality. And I'm sitting here plugging in all these pieces. The reason why he offended because I'm talking about his upbringing. Okay, I'm talking about his upbringing. He got to go. See, that's the man of sin doctrine. See, and this is why he could come on here and not give anybody no knowledge, but he want to demonize. The thing is, we looking for intellectual conversations. We not looking for insults, fam. We not looking for. He can't combat. He can't combat the information because he's brain chip. He's not even real. He's an artificial human being. The people that act like this, they test tube babies. They been tampered with. Okay, it is what they is. They're not even fully human. They can't even ascend like Christ, and that's why they mad when they hear the truth. They can't ascend like Christ. They artificially inseminated, fam, and that's why they need Christ because that's the firewall from these dumbasses not killing us real humans. Okay, you see what I'm saying? That's why people with no light need Christ to activate it. It's called a kindle. A candle, kindle. That's how you light the other person's flame. Remember this picture with God lighting the pineal gland up. This is God in his seven doors inside his macabre in his brain. This is Snow White. You see the light? It's blinging, ain't it? It's white. It's a white light. And guess what? That glow of earth will go tell you not to go into that white light to get your new body in Christ. He gonna stay in that dark black hole where cause he's a fucking demon. He worship Yahweh Yaldabaoth, okay? He worships Yaldabaoth. He's a demon. I'm pointing all these demons, and they go come up here and get offended and stuff, but all you not go hear no real kickback. That ain't real kickback. That's just your program just breaking down. That's a artificial autonomous bot just breaking down once he hear the truth. And they mad too. I'll be mad if I was an artificial human being and I can't go to heaven like everybody else. I'll be pissed off too once I found out that information. And that's why the JEWs control most of the simulation because they made Cabbage Patch Baby. He probably a baby boomer. Shouts out to my baby boomers. I know all y'all want to artificially inseminated, but most of y'all was. And this is how you get. This is how they wipe out different groups of people too. Like in wars, you hear 50 million people, 50,000 people blew up yesterday. How the hell you reproduce that much? That's a whole village. How are these people reproducing? Test tube, test tube. That's how you repopulate the earth through these. That's how they repopulate the earth. But Brody's in that deception bubble. He's still trapped in that first layer. Now you got even in Christianity, they said you got to get out of seven of them. You got to get out of seven of these bubbles, and if you come in with that information, hey man, it's fucking book. Oh, you definitely cook. We all know you. We ain't gonna follow your damn lead. Duh. I told you I'm very surgical with this knowledge. We done tapped this into 3, 4, 5, 7 different religions out here. Okay, it's the ancient Hebrew concept of the universe. Okay. Now the thing is, I don't understand why you bucking this system when it's already written. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the people that wrote this stuff, fam. And you can't get that. That would be a desecration because this shit already embedded in the simulation. This shit already embedded, fam. So here go your flat Earth, and it's based off the CERN machine. Look, first televised picture from space. April Fool's Day, fam. April Fool's Day. So they're not telling you the truth. But like I said, with Snow White, let me pull up my other because he tried to. That's all he tried to do was stop the show. I was going in on him too bad. So here we go. Snow White personifies. Let's get back to where we was, and this your Snow White right here. This your Snow White, all white, fam. Flat Earth. How high do you have to be up to see the damn curve? You don't have to be up where supposedly fake ass SpaceX and NASA's at. And I'm only. It shouts out to Space Force because I'm gonna be honest with you. This picture right here, this from Space Force. I have never, man. This is the clearest picture we gonna get of flat Earth from an agency. This the clearest people. This flat Earth right here. And if you look at it, the plane is flat, and there go your dome, and there go your local sun right there on the top left. We did a whole 3 hour build on this, but this your globe uh, this your snow globe theory too. These damn bubbles. That's your atmospheric gassy layers. Okay, and the sun and the moon they go around, but they're basically these universe are expanding as an expanding universe, and the sun and the moon are like the hour and the minute clock. The minute clock is the moon. The hour clock is Horus. That's the sun god. You see what I'm saying? But they all revolving around Polaris. Okay, let's go into yeah. But this, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is it right here. If I were to believe a space agency, it would be Space Force because this is the clearest picture I've ever seen of flat Earth from an agency. This don't look like the blue marble. This looks nothing like the blue marble, fam. This looks nothing like the blue. And there go your sky vote right there. It, I wish I could zoom in on this damn picture to show you. And there go your Euphrates River right there. I don't know if you can see it, but man, go to the matter of fact, y'all gonna have to go and see that episode. It's on my page. It's on my page. But what is it called? Space Force releases photo, the clearest photo of flat Earth. I believe it's something like that. But so here go the mummy, and this is where the mummy is the mommy, because she's the one who wraps you up and cleans you up every time you reborn through her. But when you reborn, that means you rising from the dead into another. You know what I'm saying? To another a world. That's your Ezekiel's wheels within wheels concept. See, he's given a wheel or an instruction. That's the script. That's the script that he got to follow to get out the simulation, and that's through Christ or what we call the straight and narrow. I would never see the thing is you got to teach flat Earth with Christ because it don't align up with it. You know what I'm saying? This is why most Christians they flat earthers. Shouts out to my Christian flat earthers. But I'm gonna say one thing where they got y'all screwed up at. And this was from the Flat Earth Society. They just teach a one dome theory. It ain't just one dome, it's seven of them. And the dome is just gassy layers of the atmosphere. They got look. That's where y'all fucked up at. That's why there's beef in the flat Earth community because of this damn one dome theory. I'm like, man, they could break through one or two, three domes, but allegedly they can't break through the seventh one. I mean, those represent the seven dwarves, the seven planets of the solar system. See, they got us in a solar system, and that's based off the Hellenistic model. If you worship in the globe Earth, you practicing Hellenism, fam. That's where that system model came from, the Hellenes, and like I said, they connected with the papacy. Cause guess who wore these reefs right here? Yeah, the Alexander the Great. They wore these reefs and stuff. But this is all based off the magnetic field around the body. This is their covenant. This is why they wear the reef over the head, because it's basically a covenant for their ideology, family. And this is all based off mystery Hellenism uh context. So the United Nations, they know what's going on. They know the earth is flat. But like I said, in the back of that Moose Lodge, they teach flat earth, man. They teach this. And this is, and like I said, this is your original Confederate flag. You see? Boom, boom, boom. You got the four Euphrates rivers, the blue rivers coming from the center, coming from this is Christ shedding his tears, basically. Y'all not, man. I could really go to church on y'all right now, family. It's already coming up on an hour, and that's all I'm gonna give y'all until we do part two of this. I'm only gonna give y'all. I could go for 3, 4, 5 hours on this because you already know I'm surgical with the flat Earth knowledge. We gonna have to do Snow White Flat Earth Decode part two. We just gonna have to do it that way. Here go your Vedic cosmology, and the rings represent the wraps, the mummy wraps. And once you unravel the truth, you wake up from the damn dead. But you fall into these alternate universes because this is what Snow White bit the apple, fam. And she went to sleep too. She went to sleep right after she bit the apple, if I'm not mistaken. 7 layers of the atmosphere. And when you try to leave the earth, guess what? You go pass the hell out. That's why you see what I'm saying? When the astronauts hit that what is it called? That 0 degree point, man, they start passing out and shit. They trying to leave the earth. You're not supposed to do that way. And the Bible tells you can't leave the earth physically. You gotta go through the motions. You can't just cheat death. And that's what NASA has done. They try to cheat. And then Elon Musk said he was going to send you to Mars, and he even told you physically can't go. He gonna have to do it through the Oculus glasses. So even if you type in this, they give you flat Earth, man. Let's pull up what they said on Google, because they giving you flat Earth right here, man. When you look up the 7 layers of the atmosphere, and you see this right here, it's your solar system. This is your solar system. Look how the biblical photo represent these layers. Hold on, let me look up. Let me pull up this too, because this is your flat Earth ring map as well. So we look up this flat Earth ring map, and it's giving us the same. It's giving us the same visual. You see, it's giving us the same visual that everything is coming from the center point and expanding. And this is what El Elyon personifies in the middle of the universe. and this is all based off CERN. The L is just another word for electricity. And back in those days, they used to worship a god called Zeus or Jesus, but he had the lightning bolt in his hand. He's a personification of El, but like I said, his name is Jesus or Zeus. That would be Christ. You see him? Back then, Christ didn't have a beard before Constantine. After Constantine gave his ass a beard. And guess what? And guess what? Andrew Oliver said it really don't matter if Constantine gave Christ a beard. I said, you fucking dummy! How dare you disrespect Christ like that? The papacy disrespect Christ. The papacy went around on crusades killing fucking Christians. But y'all, why would the papacy go around killing something they established at the Council of Nicaea? Because everybody went down with the papacy. But yeah, you got some Christians out there that's down with the Antichrist religion, and yes, they will be going to hell with the Antichrist, fam. Don't even. The thing is, don't even. I let them come to me. I let them come to me, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But they don't hurt. They don't heard the knowledge. Now they can't unhear it. It's already too late now. It's already too late now. So yeah, this is your Jewish menorah. Your Kemet Hathor. See, Hathor is Mother Mary as well. Hathor represents the moon goddess, but Hathor has a half moon on her head that looks like devil horns. But the thing is, this is why a lot of people throw up the devil horns. It's in reference of you know it's in reference of Mother Mary, the cow. She's the cow or the sacrificial lamb that has to go through Jesus. And you see, if Mary personifies a black hole, you see Kanye, he 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 put himself in the black pope section in reality, but the black represents Saturn or Satan. He demonized it too. Trust me, he demonized it too. But the pope, that's your man of sin. You see him with his crown hat on. But they also just they Dagons, but they basically desecrate Christ while they doing all this. The Dagon is the original fish deity, and Christ was a fisherman. Okay, but they wear the same hat as Dionysus. What's his name? Dionysus and the rest of the papacy that came from the Catholic Constantine. All their religion is basically uh, based off salvation through uh, Ptolemy Soter. Ptolemy Soter is the author of salvation, the theory of salvation. But you would think it would be Christ, but it's not. Okay, it's not. You would think it would be, but according to the script, it's not. You see what I'm saying? So they desecrated the original church, and like I said in the Bible, it said that the churches will be going to hell with the Antichrist, the church members, not the followers of the true Christ. So, and this your black or your black rock that personifies Mary. The black rock is Mary. You see what I'm saying? It's all based off electromagnetism as well. And here go your goddess Hathor I was telling you about. But this is Hathor is Mary too. And you see Christ in her hand. Christ would be Osiris. And this is where you get and this is, what's his name? This ain't Murdoch. This is, damn, he done slipped my damn mind. Gilgamesh. This is Gilgamesh with the lion of Judah in his hand. But they personifying the same concept of magnetism. See, but Hathor is basically uh, the Baphomet too, Santa Claus as well. And I had the slides. I just got to go through them. But Yeah, that's your Saturn concept. Or your satellites, satelloons. We already know they send them fake ass satellites up there with them damn helium. See, NASA is the most buyer of helium balloons. Yeah, they buy up all the helium in the world, and you wonder why. Oh yeah, we done hit our hour mark. You want me to extend the show? Hit the cash app, but like I said, the information for free anyway. But I'm not just gonna sit on here all damn. We already don't went. I already don't went over this. You know how many episodes we done did of Flat Earth? This is my first time tying it with Snow White though. But I woke up and put this together. I don't need no special guest. I don't need no special guest for real. Look, the thing is, let's get back into it because Snow White bit the apple. Y'all gonna make me go on and go ahead and do part two and it is part one. Y'all gonna make me do this, aren't y'all? You're not gonna see very many people breaking this down. So Snow White personifies Eve biting the apple. Okay, that's and guess what? When she bit the apple, what happened? She fell into Sam. She fell into sleep. You know what I'm saying? She fell asleep. That's what happens at this mountain, or what they call the Garden of Eden. You fall asleep because you ate the knowledge between good and evil. So you falling into sin, or what we call simulation. You falling into simulation. See these wall. See this is why they worship the wall because the thing is these people want to keep their power, but if they fall further into the grid, they know it's gonna be damn near impossible to get back out and regain power. Okay, and that's why they kicking and screaming now because people don't woke up. We don't woke up and they're like, oh shit. They're like, oh shit. But they gotta send. Let's pull up Snow White. Let's pull up the summary. Snow White is a classic fairy tale about, and see the fairy tales personify the real life, as above, so below. You think it's a fairy tale, but they're really talking about some Zionist agenda. You see what I'm saying? The apple is the jab. That because once you've been jabbed or hooked, let me pull up this jab. Yeah, once you've been jabbed by Saturn, oh, he gonna take the kid. He's gonna take the kids. Those are seven doors. He's gonna take the kids from you. Yeah, once you get jabbed, it's a possibility you might be out of here, family. Guess who's gonna take your kids? Is God Saturn. He's the government. He personifies the government as well because the governmental body is set up just like the tomb of Osiris. So when the leg gets infected by libertards, you got to cut the leg off, fam. It'll grow back later. You know what I'm saying? Because these people deal with gene editing technology. They could grow the leg back, arm back later. Even the head, the seven head Leviathan. When you cut off one head, it grow back. But this is the Freddy Krueger. This is Freddy Krueger because he deal with altering your dream state. So when Snow White fell asleep, this is when that evil wicked witch came around. Guess who is the witch? What did the Wicked Witch of the West look like? She was green, like Osiris. There go your green alien theory. Let's pull up the Wicked Witch of the West. Let me pull up. I had all these queued up, but it's just so. I'm gonna show you what they look like, fam. Cause the witch, she deal with. See, the witch gave her the apple. Let me get up out of here and pull this up. See, the witch gave her the apple, so the witch would be personified as the serpent, fam, or who we call Satan or Saturn. As you can see, Joe Rogan throwing up his hook'em horns with Anton Levy. See, Joe Rogan, you see him in his all black. You see him in his all black. What did Joe Rogan recently get caught up for? Selling you fake brain pills, fam. Selling you fake brain pills. But y'all put him over me. Y'all put this guy over Mr. Truntastic? Oh, hell no. Y'all definitely going to hell with the Antichrist. I said, y'all, I told you y'all don't know what y'all looking at. Well, let's pull up this up. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up, man. It's in the injury claims department. So the thing is, you see this witch giving Snow White the apple. The witch got black on. The apple deals with deception. That's the Apple computer. Okay, that's your sick. The first Apple computer. Guess what? It cost $660. It cost $666.66, family. I didn't see, bro. I didn't see this. I did not see this. I swear I didn't see your comment. Let me read it. He said, what I am saying is, in 1969, they could have not been able to track them. It was fake. Think about it over 100,000. Oh yeah. We already know. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely, definitely fake. Definitely fake. So yeah, it's crazy how people could believe something so obvious. It's like, bro, and these people call themselves truthers. No, they just reading off the script from the serpent. See, this black witch right here, she personifies the serpent, and we already pulled up. Guess what? The apple represents this too, family. Your electromagnetic torus field. So when the witch, and you see the core right here, you see the core that man, all things are shaped like this when it comes to seeding. I call it cloud seeding. This is your definition of cloud seeding, and this your flat Earth right here, and this is your electromagnetic torus. This the stuff that's supposed to protect you. But the thing is, this is your apple. This is your apple. Why is the apple red? We all know the apple comes in many colors, but why is the apple red? Because red represents war. Yeah, it represents war. Black and red, black and yellow. Black and yellow is also a Masonic color. That's the Masonic beehive as well. But red represents war, the bull, the bully, the bullseye, red. So, and this is also, how when you bite the apple, you fall in this sleep state, because the one that's giving you this red pill, you see what I'm saying? once you take one of these pills, you're supposed to take both of them. You're supposed to take the black pill. You're supposed to take the blue pill and the red pill. This is why, but it's really called the black pill. This is why the magi or the magician, he's black. So if you don't take what he taking, he go give you, he go split himself up and give you this, a red pill or a blue pill. And guess what? If you Republican, you go take the red pill. If you liberal, you go take the blue pill. But both pills are not. If you take one individually, it's not enough. You need both of them. That's how you get duality, left and right. So if you ain't taking what the witch is taking, you're screwed anyway, fam. If you don't know what the witch knows, you're done. If you can't outsmart Saturn, this is Saturn. If you can't outsmart Saturn, you're cooked. And Saturn deal with time. This is why when she ate the apple, she fell asleep, family. So let's get into what I was saying with Joe Rogan and these damn fake ass pills. Because that apple is a fake pill. The red pill's fake and the blue pill's fake. But the black pill's not. The black pill's not fake. So even Joe Rogan screwed your ass over with these damn alpha brain pills. Okay? Because the apple represents the chip. You see the core in his head? This is called STEM for the people that didn't know. Science, technology, education, math. Where you think this STEM is going to go into and upload brain computer interface? So they go give you the pill. Joe Rogan go give you the pills, and Elon go give you the damn Neuralink. And you think you smart because you got this damn brain? Look, New York resident sues on it labs claiming alpha brain pills don't work, don't deliver promised benefits. They got sued, fam. And after he got sued, y'all kept on listening to him. Y'all probably never knew he got sued for these fake ass pills. So he part of the medical mafia too, talking about don't take he talking about don't take the shot, but take these fake pills. I told you they gonna get you either way. Cause you don't have you don't have your pineal gland calcified. You can't think. Founders of NASA. Now we dealing with cartoon. Walt Disney, film producer. We just gave you Walt Disney. How do you fucking know? But Walt Disney is a Freemason flat earther. That's why he could give you these pictures. And when he go in the back of the lodge, he come out like he come in like this. He come out globe earth. Okay? He go in the lodge flat earth. And when he get out, he give you this bullshit. And then when you ask him about it, he played dumb. Now let's pull up. Hold on. Let's pull up this. Because when I do the next episode, we're gonna go into the whole storyline behind Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We actually just scratched the surface. This is actually like a precursor for the next show. I basically did a 1 hour and 13-minute introduction to the next show. Okay, so look, I'm gonna end the show. All right, I'm gonna end the show and then let's do it late tonight, man. Late tonight we'll do part 2. All right, but I'm pretty sure y'all got the gist of things because I deal with Occam's razor. I don't deal with all this complicated stuff, pseudoscience you can't prove. You know what I'm saying? I deal with what's in front of me and what's in front of me. But yeah, love y'all. Make sure you share and like the video. It's probably one of the best decodes you ever heard in your natural born life. I'll be honest with you. And we gonna pull up let me see. Let me pull this up because I gotta find this picture of Walt Disney because he built his shit all flat Earth too. Look, told you, flat Earth. There go your North Pole right there. Let me see if I can blow this up. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that. Nope. I'm gonna have to damn. God, let me do this. Let me save this picture. Let me see if I can do it right here. Image file. Okay, that's even better. That's even better. So you see that flat Earth right there? That's Walt Disney film. Now you see this right here? It's your modern day Atlantis as well. I mean your ancient city of Atlantis. But you see the four Euphrates right here, and how Walt Disney got the four Euphrates right here in the middle. This is what Atlantis looked like. Atlantis just flat Earth basically. So you can see what he did right here. He ain't fucking stupid. But he know you stupid because you gonna believe in it. Now let's pull this up, family. So this is Walt Disney. Now let's look at his king. Let's look at his kingdom of Zion. Let's look at his kingdom of Zion. You see, and he's black because he personifies Saturn. And there go Mickey Mouse right there. Mickey Mouse, he personifies the kid coming into his damn cat. That's your city of Zionism. It's your modern day Walt Disney right here. Okay, and it's all based off the CERN technology. Because he, like I said, Walt Disney, he was a Zionist, JEW too. But the thing is, it's always gonna lead back to them because they got the knowledge of the other side, fam. So when we bring these people up, it's for educational purpose only because they deal with gene editing, cloning, and all that. You just need to know who these are. You need to identify these people so they don't try to trick you into, you know, deleting yourself. So when Walt Disney does his designs, he base it off of flat Earth. You see, he base it off he base it off the Abrahamic faith. You see, but when your dumb ass go to Walt Disney, you think it's a damn globe about this bitch. You see the difference between a flat earther and a globe earther. They can't put these shows together. Waking up out the bed, I woke up out the bed doing duty. I wake up out the bed doing this stuff, man. This the knowledge of the Holy Grail or the Ark of the Covenant, and this is what they hiding in the Vatican, the papacy. You see the Euphrates, the Naga symbol, the Nazi symbol. The Nasha is the Nazi Naga, Nagini. They all took this off of all our ancestors because this symbol is an earthwide symbol. That's why they hate. This is why the people that's damaging these symbols hate it. They really hate it because they don't understand it. But them people right there, they demonize it too, fam. So we ain't gonna get nobody a pass because they demonize the symbol. But it just means technology. That's all it means is technology. But they tapped into recreating the wheel. This is all based off the ripple effect. You see, and this is how you see humanity through the snow globe concept, because you got the creator. They say the creator sits above this great ice ball, this galaxy, and he just thrown. See, that when they say throne, that means he's throwing the creator down. He's duplicating himself and throwing himself down. So when you get these craters, let's pull up what let's pull up what uh, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find. Oh, I gotta find this pic. So let's just use this for example. Uh, so you get this, you know what I'm saying? And water's gonna take the shape of its container anyway. So this is where you get your container at with the 7 layers, with the 7 layer dome over. It ain't just one dome; it's just 7 of them. I'm just using this as a example. You see what I'm saying? That's go fill all the way up. And this is, and you know what this is. This is also your look. Earth is Saturn. Okay, that's what y'all need to understand. Earth is Saturn, because y'all not looking at it as the ring. Because you got to think, you got the rings going around the rosy, ring around the rosy. The rosemary is the string theory. This is why it's tied to everything's tied to Mary. So when I pull up this this file right here, this is Gronk. Also the Gronk symbol. This the flat Earth, and there you go your rings right there, or your planes of inertia, or your different planes. But that's the black hole as well. That's your Saturn, and that's your black rock. But when you want to say, I was just using it as this. I was just giving you a concept of the wormwood, basically. This is wormwood, or this is you being nailed to this. This is you being nailed or thrown down or pinned down. So when they say, "Oh, Christ been pierced," it's basically the Creator piercing this damn ball right here, this egg, this cosmic egg. And we did a whole documentary called "The Cosmic Christ," and it's based off this egg, this great ice ball theory. Man, we go in on this channel, fam. We really go in on this channel. And you know what? You ain't left here wondering what's going on either. You getting all what you need right here, fam. That's why you got people, right wing influencers, just burnt out on politics. It's like I understand why you burnt out on politics, because you can't tie it into anything else. You ain't gonna be able to tie it into anything else, because politics, if you really want, politics is spiritual. But these right wing influencers that are burning it out, man, they basically gave all their life force to fucking politics. No, dude. I My rapper name Mr. Trumptastic, but do you see me talking about Trump all damn every day? No. I do other stuff, man. I do other stuff too, biblical cosmology, uh, relationship advice and stuff like. That's why a lot of these right wing influence they incels, man. They be incels and shit. That's the manosphere. They scared of women. They think every woman is damn corrupt and nasty, and I'm like, bro, come on, man. Y'all damn psyop too. They all psyop. But always go give you the knowledge of the religious the original church. This ain't got nothing to do with no being bound with legion. That's what legion means, being bound with the beast system. Okay, that's all I'm here for, to wake you back up. But yeah, make sure you share and like the video, fam. I'm out of here. We gonna go part 2 in a few hours. I'm out.